And our first main topic today gets submitted to us by Terrence Y. Or is that Terrency? No, Terrence Y. Who writes, "Good morning, John. I know you felt that Captain Marvel wasn't the best MCU movie, but I really enjoyed watching it with my daughter, who immediately wanted to start wearing all things Captain Marvel." Well, that's what it's all about, dude. I just saw that they released some info about the new movie and that it starts shooting in May. What do you think about the sounds of it? And do you think the sequel can match the success of the first film? Thanks. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for sending that in. And yes, we've known for a while, of course, that there is a Captain Marvel 2 movie coming. The first one came out, became the latest film to break $1 billion at the box office. You know, here's the funny thing about that number. Because the MCU and Disney have done it a number of times now, I think a lot of us have lost grasp on just how huge that is. $1 billion. Anyway, Captain Marvel crashed down. Now, you're right. To me, Captain Marvel was not the best MCU film. Actually, I don't even have it in the top tier. I honestly have it somewhere in the middle. I rank it around Ant-Man 2. You know, I enjoyed Ant-Man 2. I like Ant-Man 2. And I like Captain Marvel, but it's not like to me, it's not like the best offerings that the MCU has, but there is a lot of potential with the character that they have moving forward. Well, some information has now come out, as apparently they're further ahead and getting ready to shoot this thing than we thought, because reports are now there that they're going to start shooting this movie in May. This comes to us from the folks over at Screen Rant, who writes, "A new production listing reveals that Marvel's Captain Marvel 2, starring Brie Larson, starts shooting in London and Los Angeles on May 31st. The sequel will be directed by Candyman Reboot's 31-year-old Nia DaCosta. Captain Marvel directors Ryan Fleck and Anna Boden have publicly supported DaCosta's taking over the director's chair from them, and it seems as if things are moving forward swiftly on the sequel. Larson will, of course, return alongside Teyonah Parris, who we just saw in WandaVision as Monica Rambeau, and good Canadian girl Iman Vellani as Kamala Khan / Miss Marvel." Now, they also give us a little bit of details about what to expect. Captain Marvel 2 will be set in the present day. So some people thought they might do the Wonder Woman thing where they might place her in a different time period, but it is going to be set in the present day as opposed to the 1990s setting of the original movie, and will take place after the events of Avengers Endgame. So now we've got a little bit more context with that. All right. First things first. This is a little bit further ahead than where I thought they were going to be right now. I honestly didn't think they were going to start shooting this thing till much, much later in the year. So this is kind of a pleasant surprise. I like the sounds of it. I do like this going to be kind of like the other Marvel properties right now. Falcon and Winter Soldier is set post Endgame. WandaVision is set post Endgame. I like that they're bringing this thing to modern context as well. They're solidifying that again. So I do like that. I think that's a good move. And I'm looking forward to seeing Monica Rambeau and Ms. Marvel in there as well. On the question of, do I think that this can equal the success of the first Captain Marvel? I don't know about that, because that is a really tall order. You got to remember, it's not just that Captain Marvel was a hit, making $700 million, $800 million for a relatively unknown character amongst most average film fans. The thing made $1 billion, 1.1, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around there, right? Can we expect it to come out and beat that? I don't know. That, again, that's a tall order. The unfortunate thing with the way we movie fans tend to look at this stuff, because we're pretty fickle. Like, if Captain Marvel 2 comes out and makes $895 million, again, Captain Marvel, okay, not Spider-Man, Captain Marvel. I think a lot of people will look at it and go, oh, well, it took a big drop. Well, I mean, it's still like almost $900 million. So I don't know. I think what its threshold for what it would consider success has to hover around the $800 million range. Like, if it makes over $800 million, you got to consider that a success, even if it is a step down from the $1 billion success it was the first time out. If it gets under $800 million, a lot of other films would still consider that a big success, but now you're talking about making like $275, $300, $350 million left in the original, and that might be looked at a little bit negatively. So I don't know. But anyway, bottom line here is it is a little bit ahead of where I thought it would be. I am interested in seeing it. I like that they're setting it in present day, and I think there's a lot of upside to this. So yeah, that's that on that. Question is for you guys. What do you think about this news about Captain Marvel? It starts shooting in like 2 months. They're going to get rolling on this thing. Do you think it can match the success of the original one? Jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.